What's going on, everybody? It's Coach Atticus back to you with a hips and wrist workout. This one's I call my 90-90 sits. I got my right leg bent out to the side and behind me. Got my left leg in front with the yoga block under my hand, pressing to my outside leg. And here I change it up. Got my left leg for the back, right leg in the front, still pressing over with that yoga block. Now here I'm doing my elevated pigeons with yoga blocks. I got my left leg up. I'm going outside to my knee, stretching to my knee versus stretching inside and then stretching to my foot. It goes easy to hardest. So knee is the easiest. Come in the middle, it gets harder. When you stretch out to your foot, that's the hardest range of this stretch. As you can see, I'm testing out my range here. Notice when I'm at my knee, I can go deeper. So here's the bottom view for you guys. I'm stretching over my knee, and I want to make sure I pull that foot out away from the mat. Of course, different levels. The closer your foot is to the mat, the easier it will be. The more space you have in between your feet and the mat, the more difficult the stretch will be. I also want you to try to straighten out that leg. Don't have that leg bent too much. That's going to keep the glutes active. Right here, I have compression lifts. So as you can see by hand placement, the closer your hands are to your butt, the easier it is to lift your legs. So I have my hands about knee distance away. As you can see, it's still a pretty hard exercise. If you can get to about 15 of these in a row, I suggest you start leveling up with some weight. You see, I got a 5-pound weight there. So when you put this weight in this exercise, I want you to try to control the weight. You see, as I lift, it slides to my knees. I want you to try to take that slide out. I want you to try to slowly control these compression lifts with the weights. Just makes it harder. So now I got wrist work. A couple different hand positions here. As you can see, I rotated my elbow pits outward. I don't want the elbow pits, turned in. That means your elbows aren't all the way locked out. I want your elbow pits all the way out. And you see my arms are extremely locked. I'm putting all the pressure on my knuckles. Please leave your knees in close to your hands, guys. If you beat up on your wrists, they will be sore and they will lock up on you. They will not feel good for a long time. So please baby your joints. So now you see I got this different hand position here. My fingers are straight. My hand's like a cup. I'm not just straightening my fingers and just letting them bend. No, I'm applying pressure to my fingers and keeping them tight so I don't injure them. And as you can see, my knees are right behind my hands. I'm not putting too much pressure on my wrists at all. Now we have another straight finger position here. Now I got fist and wrist push-ups. My elbows are bending in and I'm turning my shoulders back. Okay, I don't want you guys sinking in your push-ups. Right here I got wrist push-ups. I'm on my knees. Same thing with your fingers on the wrist push-ups. I want them nice and strong. And these here are my finger lifts. I would usually be doing this against the wall, but there were no good walls to show this on to you guys. So as you can see, I'm gradually bringing my hands back. My elbows are locked as much as possible. So the farther your hands are away from underneath your shoulders, the easier it is. As I bring my hands back underneath my shoulders, you can see how hard that is. This will just add a different amount of range and active strength to your wrists. So if you ever get to a point to where it's too hard, as you can just see, I moved my wrist back up and made it a little bit easier.